Hey, what's up guys? Today I'm going to be talking about the top 3 BMX bikes that come in a 20.5 inch top tube size. The 20.5 inch top tube size is best for those riders who are between 5'6" and 5'9". Although if you're a little bit smaller, a little bit taller, you can make the 20.5 work. It's gonna feel best for you guys who are between 5'6" and 5'9". These bikes are arranged by quality, and to be honest, these bikes might not be for everybody. So request a free bike recommendation by clicking the link up here or in the description. I'm gonna find 3 bikes that are perfect for you and send them to you because like I said, these bikes might not be right for you. So bike number 3 is the Kink Whip. Not the Kink Whip XL because the XL version has a 21 inch top tube. The Kink Whip scores a 6.9 in quality and it's a pretty good value BMX bike. Although in 2023, the prices went up from $500 to $550. The coolest thing about this bike is the quality. Like I said, it has a 6.9 quality score, and this essentially means that the frame, forks, and handlebars are all made from chromoly. The rims are double wall Mission Mylar rims, and it has a very small handful of aftermarket parts, meaning that this bike can withstand a good amount of riding and a good amount of abuse. I recommend this bike for most mid-level riders who need a bike with a 20.5 inch top tube. The closest bike to this in terms of quality would be something like the Kink Gap, which is almost half of the quality score for a very similar price. So for a 20.5 inch BMX bike, the Kink Whip is one of the best options, especially for the low price of $550. Some of the downfalls include the heavy Kink Sever tires. These tires, in a combination of the 8-spline full chromoly cranks, make the bike weigh 27.7 pounds. It's a very heavy BMX bike, and weight is very important to a lot of new riders. Having a lighter bike is going to help you maneuver the bike and master certain tricks. So getting this 27 pounds down closer to 25 pounds is going to be pretty crucial. And you can do this by getting rid of those heavy tires and replacing them with something lighter. Another downfall is the fact that it only comes in a cassette. It doesn't have a free coaster option, so if you like free coaster stuff and free coaster tricks, the Kink Whip is not going to work for you. It doesn't come with any pegs or any hub guards, but for a 20.5 inch BMX bike with full chromoly and double wall rims, you can't ask for much more. I did a really in-depth review on the Kink Whip, that's linked down below in the description, but let's move on to bike number 2. Bike number 2 is going to be the We the People Crisis. The price is about $200 more than the Kink Whip, and the quality is 0.1 better. It's honestly not much better and it's quite a bit more expensive, but technically since the quality is higher than the Whip, this bike is in spot number 2. Now when I say the quality is not much better, I'm really talking about the main components. So the frame, forks, and handlebars on the Crisis are full 4130 chromoly. The rims are also double wall. But where the Crisis stands out from the Whip is all of the aftermarket parts that it has attached to it. This bike has Salt Summit double wall rims, which are quite a bit better than the Mission Mylar rims. It has 9.7 inch tall handlebars that are also full chromoly. It has solid We the People overbite tires and a 510 We the People supply chain. Oh, and it also comes with 2 pegs and 2 hub guards. Some of the downfalls of the Crisis are the unsealed pedals, which is really weird on a $750 bike. The price is also another thing that rubs me the wrong way on the Crisis. I just think this bike is pretty expensive and you're getting a little bit better quality than the Whip, but not much for a huge price increase. It does weigh 26.3 pounds, and if that 1.5 pound weight savings is worth it to you, then this bike is totally worth the extra money. This bike has a 20.5 inch and a 21 inch top tube option. Obviously here we're talking about the 20.5 inch version. This bike's pretty cool, but it's nothing compared to bike number 1 on the list, which is the We the People Envy. The We the People Envy is a crazy bike and it's one of the best quality BMX bikes that you can get, right next to the Sunday Darkwave and the Sunday Soundwave. The We the People Envy has a 20.5 inch option and a 21 inch top tube option. Essentially this bike is fully aftermarket, meaning if you went to a website, you went to Dan's Comp and you searched We the People Envy frame, you can get We the People Envy bars, you can get the Storm XLT forks, you can buy everything that's on this bike aftermarket and build it together. And I promise you, if you build this bike aftermarket, it's gonna cost a lot more than the We the People Envy does. Since the list of pros for this bike is going to be so long, let's talk about the cons first. Con number 1, the price. That's it. That's the only con with this bike. I can't express to you guys how good the quality is. Now, the price is $1,300. It's double the price of the Crisis. It's almost 3 times the price of the Whip, but the quality's insane. If you're really serious about riding bikes, you want a bike that's gonna last, you want a bike that can hold up to any kind of riding, the We the People Envy is the bike for you. And it's in a 20.5-inch top tube. Some of the pros include the 24 pounds that this bike weighs, way lighter than the Whip, way lighter than the Crisis. It comes with 4 nylon hub guards. The frame, forks, and handlebars are chromoly, but they're aftermarket chromoly, which is 100 times better than normal chromoly. It scores a 9.23 in park, meaning it's a very responsive bike that's gonna be best for riding skate parks. So those are gonna be the best quality 20.5-inch top tube BMX bikes. What if you want a good quality bike, but you don't have the budget to spend on these? When I was making this list, I was a little disappointed because there wasn't very many high quality options. I mean, the Envy's the best quality option and the Crisis and the Whip are very similar together. And I was like, well, this is weird. A good amount of high quality BMX bikes only come in a 20.75-inch top tube or a 21-inch top tube. Sadly, for the smaller riders who need a 20.5, a 20.25, or even a 20.00, good quality options are very limited. The reason for this is that most smaller riders are lightweight and they don't require the same amount of strength on a bike that someone who's heavier and taller would. So you're gonna hear a lot of people talk about quality and get the best quality bike and get the best quality bike, you know? And to be honest, if you don't weigh very much, if you weigh 150 pounds or less, you don't need a super high quality bike. You'll be fine with tri-moly and some chromoly and maybe a double wall rim in the back. If you're really heavy or you're really serious about riding, that's when you're gonna start to consider very high quality bikes. And I take all of that into consideration on the free bike recommendations. So if you want me to help you find the bike, make sure you do that. It takes me about 24 hours to get back to you, so please be patient, but request that so that I can help you find the bike. One of these bikes might be on there, one of these bikes might not. I want to know in the comments if you agree with this list or you disagree and why. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next video.